to the radio, now he or she. Because it's time for them to get recognized. This is my version of the Nobel Peace Prize. That's why I'm coming out my face like this. Far as negativity, you never get this. If it wasn't for you, nobody would know. That's why this is up for the radio.
Ain't nothing going on, Rich. What can you do for me?
This rhyme is dedicated to the radio DJs to play all the hits on 7 days. And even on the weekends, the DJs will be freaking without a doubt, because everyone is unique in the way they cut the records and be talking. It sounds doodle extra crazy deaf on a Walkman. To all the disc jockeys that's on the go, this is something for the radio. And this is on the radio. And this is on the radio. I like to thank all the people state to state for requesting my records on the radio. Greatly appreciate what you've done for me. And my reward to you is my MUSIC. Straight up, I make the music just for you, so you can do the extra crazy bits Mark dance to, or even do the dance made up by yourself, as long as you use your good physical health. Because you're the one to make the radio hype, like fresh tobacco and a brand new pipe. A program director always pick the right hits, like putting some salt and pepper and butter on grits. I always look up the program directors, cause they're the ones that jam selected. A couple of years ago when I didn't have a record playing on the radio, I thought to myself saying, if I ever get the chance to play it myself, I'm gonna make everything extra tough.